I cannot believe I forgot about that extra honeycomb piece right here. Sorry about that, guys. It's been a while since I've played this game. I still am aiming to complete this Let's Play 100%. In fact, I was aiming to get that extra honeycomb piece in the last episode, but completely forgot about it. It's even more dumb on my part, because I was flying in the area and I could have gotten it back then. But we have it now, and that's what matters most. Anyways, greetings comrades, Multi-Game Master 1 reporting in, and welcome back to Let's Play 100% Banjo-Tooie. In the last episode, we had a target shootout with Target Sand and got most of his useful treasures. In this episode, we're going to find a way to communicate with those Stonies that we've seen. We're going to start things off in the Jade Snake Grove, head behind this wigwam, and find a magical globo. These magical globos are not only useful for helping Mumbo perform magic, but also something else that you'll see shortly.
Big heap welcome to Little Bear and Bird.
I'm Banjo, and my feathered friend is Kazooie.
Me Humble Wumba, best magic person on island. We heard that Mumbo was the best. Not true. Mumbo amateur. Wumba best. You bring global magic creatures here. You have Globo. Want to give to Humba?
Yes. Sure, I'll just throw it in.
Magic ready. Jump in Wumba pool.
So as you can see, magical globos are also useful for transforming Banjo into things within the game, as you will see.
Wumba called this Stony. Use left stick to move and press X for big heat barge attack. Jump back in Wumba pool when want to be bear and bird again.
Banjo is now a Stony, and speaking of him being a Stony, I'll bet we can now communicate with those other Stonies that we've seen in the area. Let's find one and give it a try. Here's one over here. Under the strong rocks, you will find many surprises. It works! We can understand English from those guys now. And that tip that he shared with us is particularly useful. We'll have to make a note of it for later. Let's find another Stony. Here's one. Only the giant gold man can cross this quicksand to get the jiggy. Well, we already took care of that, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's see, where else can we go? Oh, I have an idea. Since we're now a Stony, I'll bet now we can get inside the Mayan Kickball stadium. But before we head in that direction, I'm just gonna get these red feathers real quick to replenish on the amount of red feathers that I'm carrying, and come over to this spot over here to pick up an extra honeycomb piece that you can only get while you're a Stony. Also, another thing to note, you can't leave while you're transformed.
Humba magic not work if go through there. Only bear and bird can leave.
So whenever you want to leave the world, make sure you're Banjo and Kazooie, otherwise you won't be going anywhere. Okay, let's move on to the Mayan Kickball Stadium. It is kind of disappointing that Banjo's speed is slightly reduced while he's a Stony, but it's not much of a big deal. At least he can still move around and not stand around like a big rock or something. Here's another Stony right here. I guess we'll talk with him. Okay, we'll kill that monkey first, then talk to the Stony, then get inside the Mayan Kickball Stadium. Shoot the giant stone ones between the eyes. The giant stone ones? You mean the spots? Well, we figured that out already as well. Alright, let's go in. Uh-oh. I'm Banjo, the Stony. Can I come in and play? I don't know. That backpack looks kind of familiar.
Are you saying we're a bear and bird in an elaborate disguise, trying to cheat our way in?
Yep, it's pretty obvious. But they're a bit short on players, so you might as well go in anyway. Hooray! We can now go inside the stadium! Let's go in, comrades! Inside, we will find another warp pad that we can activate, and before we go any further, let's head down here to the training room to find stuff. This is the training area. You may consult any of the washed up player coaches for advice. Alright then, let's see what you have to say. Use the left stick to move, left or right trigger to kick the ball, and X to barge. Kick the balls into your goal to score 2 points. Does that help? I'm sure we'll soon find out. Let's see, what do you have to say? I reckon you should score lots of points.
I think we could have worked that one out for ourselves.
Yeah, that's true. Here's my advice, Sonny. Try to come in first.
Wowee, we never have thought of that.
Yeah, what kind of advice is that? So right here you'll see a ball. You can just pick it up by moving into it and then pressing the left trigger or the right trigger to kick it. With that explained, and the advice given to us by the coaches, let's move on up here and proceed to the Mayan Leagues by talking to this guy right here. Welcome to the Mayan Amateur Kickball Championship. You may enter the quarterfinals, but I'd advise you take a little training downstairs first. Well, we've already done that, so we're good to go. Here we go, comrades, off to the quarterfinals. Mayan Kickball quarterfinal.
Hey Whack, who's this ugly new guy?
Ugly? How dare you? May the best Stony win. I'm gonna make you eat your words, Stonies. And thus the round begins. So the main goal within the Mayan Kickball games is to score as many points as possible and try to get the most points compared to your opponents. If you're successful, you'll win the round and move on to the next. And as you can see right there, the yellow balls are worth 2 points if you can kick them into your own goals. And so far we're doing really well. We're beating our opponents by a land mile. Oh, and you can also press the X button to barge into your opponents and steal the ball from them. 10 seconds left. We definitely have a good lead. It's good that we're moving faster than the Stonies, but we're at a disadvantage because Banjo the Stony can kick less further than what the other Stonies can, as you may have seen. But that doesn't even matter because with 20 points, we have won the quarterfinals. You've won your quarterfinal. Move on to the semifinals. Alright, thanks coach. But before we do, let's head down to the training area and see what the other coaches have to say. Down here we are, and we could just get rid of this ball. There's a red ball over there. If you score the most, you'll probably win.
Haha, you're so funny.
Red balls reduce your score by 1. Try kicking them in your opponent's goals. Ooh, sounds sneaky. That does sound sneaky. Come in first again.
Is that it?
What kind of advice was that? Seriously. So you saw earlier that there was a red ball, and once we get to the semifinals, I'll explain again what they do. The coaches may have talked about it earlier, but I figure I refresh your memories. Mayan Kickball semifinal. Those shorts look stupid. Your heads look stupid. And here we go again, round 2. So you'll see the red balls on the field and they can reduce your score by 1 point. It's best if you kick them into your opponent's goal so that they can have their score reduced. Oh gosh, right now I'm not doing so well. Need to really pick up the pace. No, don't. This is my ball. This is my ball. Don't you take it. Don't you take it. Hey Red, you can take this one. That's mine. Definitely fast. Here's another one for you, Red. So far we're doing really well. You'll also notice that after each round, the Stonies will start to move faster and therefore make things challenging for you. Round's almost up. With 13 points, we have won the semifinals. You've won your semifinal. The Mayan Kickball final beckons. Once again, we're going to head down to the training room to see what the coaches have to say, because they do give out different advice for each round. But you may have noticed already. Get rid of this red ball. Oh, we have a bomb on the field. I've forgotten what I was going to say. No wonder you don't play anymore. Yeah, it's rather sad. Has anyone mentioned that you should try to come in first?
Oh, let's get out of here, Banjo.
And you? Kick the bombs at your opponents to stun them.
Bombs? Now you're talking.
And there's the bomb right there. I'll explain again what the bombs do as soon as we make our way to the finals. But for now, let's march onwards. We're gonna do this, comrades. We're gonna win. Let's get in there and do this thing. Mayan Kickball final. You've no chance of becoming champion. I'll make you eat those words. 1, 2, 3, break! Okay, final round of the Mayan Kickball leagues. Same drill as before, but now you'll see that there are bombs in the field. They can be used to stun your opponents, as you saw right there. But try not to get caught in the blast yourself, otherwise you'll get stunned as well. And it'll cost you valuable time to score points against your opponents. Oh, I almost hit them. Jeez, these balls are flying all over the place. Oh, is that gonna... No. Give me the ball. Oh gosh, they're really catching up. Definitely need to step things up. This kind of reminds me of soccer, except you're kicking balls into your own goals and scoring points. And I know for a fact that soccer is actually pretty popular in foreign countries, more specifically European countries. After that, we have won the Mayan Leagues. I declare you the new Mayan Kickball champion.
I'm too choked up for words.
And with that, we get our next Jiggy. Okay, so there's one other thing that we can do as a Stony, and for that we need to make our way to the prison compound. Here is another Stony right here. To free the trapped one, the moon must appear before the first star. The sun rises next, after which come 2 more stars. Does that help? I think so. That sounds like the code needed for us to rescue Dilberta. Let's come over here and give it a try. Moon. Star. What are you looking at? Die. Sun. Star. Star. There we go. After that, the door is open and Dilberta is now free. Hello, my little rabbit friend.
Eek! Me and Dilberta was out looking for gold when that boulder fell down and trapped me in here. I suppose you expect us to move it? Eek! If you wouldn't mind.
Well, we really can't do anything about the boulder here, but once we find a way to deal with it, we'll come back to it. And I don't understand why it is that Dilberta just doesn't walk through the door, but instead she just chooses to sit right there. Jeez, what's her problem? Okay, I think that's everything that we can do as a Stony. But let me just verify that. Let's see, totals. So as you'll see on the totals list, in each world you'll find 100 notes, 10 Jiggies, 3 extra honeycomb pieces, 5 Jinjos, 3 of Jam Jar's moves, 3 Cheeto pages, and 2 magical gobos. And as we look at the view totals list, we seem to have everything accomplished for now, with the exception of one last Jiggy for us to get. But we really can't get at it at the moment, so we'll come back to it some other time. For now, let's just transform back into Banjo and Kazooie. Also, this doesn't require another Gobo. You can change back for free.
This Wumba magic not need Globo next time. Bear change for free.
Okay, with that we can now leave the Mayhem Temple. But before we do, I wonder what those Stonies in the kickball stadium have to say about a bear being in the building. Let's find out. Let's see, what do you say? Noganim aslik weak weka poche yistiko.
I hope that wasn't an insult.
Kick your butter. That sounded like an insult to me. Stonies only are allowed to enter the games. Yeah, so as you saw there, you can't really enter the games yourself as Banjo and Kazooie. You can only do it as a Stony. Let's see, what do you say? Ugly bear, a bird, Isa. Wow. Ika kick yos for botoxy. Really? Those are stupid old guitars. Okay, before I lose myself and start taking out my anger and frustration on those Stonies for insulting me, we're just gonna leave. How do you like that, Stonies? Huh? Alright. Let's see where we can go from here. Well, I reckon now we can accept Jiggy Wiggy's next challenge. We need 4 Jiggies for the next challenge. We have 10, so we're clear to accept the challenge. So here we go. Let's do this, comrades. Jiggy Wiggy's challenge 2. Okay, this piece doesn't fit right there. Nor there. Okay, there we go. Alright. These puzzles really aren't that difficult to figure out as long as you pay attention to the frame and the images on each jigsaw piece. You'll be able to solve this no problem. The challenge is now complete, and with that, we get to see more of the power of the Crystal Jiggy from Jiggy Wiggy himself. Ooh, here it comes. So bright. By the way, guys, you might hear some noise in the background. That's actually my Xbox 360 controller vibrating. This happens every time you uncover a new world. And I apologize if you hear it, but hopefully it won't pick up in my Blue Snowball microphone. And I don't really know a way as to how you can disable the vibration settings on the Xbox 360 controller itself. You are indeed the chosen one. You also have enough Jiggies to attempt Jiggy Wiggy's challenge 3. We need 8 Jiggies for the next challenge. We have 10, so let's do this. We might as well get it out of the way since we're here anyway. Okay, that piece fits here. I wonder what that area is. I guess we'll find out shortly. That doesn't fit there. This fits here. Right there. This one fits here. One right here. I find the puzzle pieces on the side to be much easier to tackle first. There we go. The picture is now complete. So now we get to see more from the Crystal Jiggy and find out where it is that we need to go to access the next world, World 3. Here comes the Crystal Jiggy, or its big beam of light at the least. That power is ever so bright. This area. I wonder where it is exactly that we need to go to for World 3. Witchy World? That could possibly be our World 3, but we're not gonna go there just yet. We're gonna complete World 2 first. You do not have enough Jiggies to attempt Challenge 4. Okay, so we don't have enough Jiggies for Challenge 4 as Jiggy Wiggy said. We need 14, we only have 10, so once we have that amount or more, we'll come back to it. Let's see, we're almost out of time for this episode. We're gonna do a little bit more and then end things off. I'll show off the silo now, so hop inside whenever you have 2 or more silos activated, and then select the destination you wish to travel to, and you'll go there instantly. Now, I'm back in Jinjo Village because, as you may recall, there's something on top of the red Jinjo house, so if we climb up there, we will find a treble clef, which is again worth 20 notes. And over in this region that we're heading to over here, we're going to find something special for us. As soon as we get past that Ugger, and 2 snapdragons that I see. That's one down. And there goes the other one. Okay, let's see what's inside. Down this passageway, everything looks frozen. Okay, so guys, there was meant to be a Nintendo Game Pak here, but you can see that it isn't, and I'll explain. See, before recording, I was practicing this game in preparation for recording this episode with one of the other save files, and I accidentally destroyed the game packs and collected the items inside them. So that's the reason why you don't see anything there. And I didn't really know that whenever you destroy the game packs and collect the contents, that they would just disappear forever no matter what file you play. So I apologize for that. I'll leave an image as to what the game packs look like and what you can get out of them. But if I'm not mistaken, in Jinjo Village, you'll get a gold egg out of the Nintendo pack. We're back here in Spiral Mountain because there's another game pack that we can reach. To start, we're gonna head to the top of Spiral Mountain. Wait, why am I not using the Talon Trot? It's a lot more faster than walking. I should use that more often. Okay, Beak Bomb to help us get over here. Thank you for not crashing. Now let's head behind the waterfall. Behind the waterfall. Okay, there should be something here. Let's make our way up here and climb along this ledge and make our way down this passageway to see what we can find. Okay, there's actually another game pack that you can find here that contains a silver egg. Like I said before, I'm gonna leave an image of it and also what you can get from it. I didn't really mean to destroy all of the game packs before actually recording this, so once again I apologize, but luckily there is one more game pack within Spiral Mountain that we can't get to at the moment, but I will show in the near future. And also, I guess I can go ahead and show you this. So as soon as you grab the gold and silver eggs from Jinjo Village and Spiral Mountain respectively, you get extra items like these. The "Oh no, not again" comes from you hatching all of the stop and swap eggs with Hegi's help. Better than the slap is, like I said, the item that you get from the silver egg to be found in Spiral Mountain. And the winner is item is what you get from the gold egg inside Jinjo Village. Of course, these eggs are involved in Stop and Swap 2. Hegi is in no way affiliated with Stop and Swap 2 at all, only Stop and Swap 1. So if you were thinking of taking the eggs to her, well, don't try it because nothing really happens. There is one other game pack that you can go to and destroy and get the contents from it. And like I said before, I'm going to try not to destroy it and to show it on recording. On that note, we're out of time for this episode, so we're going to stop here. In the next episode, we are going to travel to our next destination within the Isle o' Hags. So, thank you guys so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and until the next episode, this is Multi Game Master 1, over and out. See you later, comrades!